Hey everybody, so I was cutting some pre-shapes, preforms, Novaculite and obsidian and amethyst sage and mookaite and all kinds of different materials, and this is some of the stuff that's going to go into packs. It'd just be so many inches of mixed material, and that's how I'll sell them. I'm not selling any just Novaculite or just this or just that. It's just going to be, because I got tons of slabs over there that I've cut over the last year or so, and I'm gonna get rid of some of that stuff. I still nap a few slabs, but not much, so decided it's time to clear out some space and get rid of some of that stuff. So that's some of the stuff that's going to be in there, and I thought I would nap one of these and show you how I do it. Now I do a grind over flake. I've done it in other videos. I will tag a video, or I'll link a video in the description that has the grinding portion in it. I'm not going to show that in this video. It's just kind of repetitive, and I got to move the camera and all that kind of stuff, and I just don't really want to do that, so we're not going to. But there will be a video showing all that linked in here, so that won't be a problem. This is one of the wider preforms. I'm not sure how wide it is. Let me check here. Took a little bit too deep a thing there. That's just a hair over 1.5 inches. So being that it's 1.5 inches, you got to be able to throw flakes at least 3/4 of an inch, right? To get it cleared. So far that has not been a problem. Pick those off when we're done. Got one little piece right here because I broke that. I wrapped the other side, but that's going to clean off when I do the grinding and come back for the second pass. Well, a chunk come out of there too. The same thing happened on the other side, so it's actually coming apart a little bit on that color. Sometimes Novaculite can be that way, especially this particular color. It can have a little bit of separation on that, but you know, it's not nothing terrible, but you can notice it when you're napping. Actually can't see it in that at all, but I knew I had to send that flake, and I sent it a little bit too far. You can get good at this and regulate how deep your flakes go. And I'm not going to nap enough slabs to get that good again at the moment, so we'll roll with that. I'm going to run over, and the face is all cleared. I'm going to run over and grind this real quick. It won't take but 2 or 3 minutes, if that long. This stuff grinds pretty quick, and you can do this on a flat lap. You can do it on like a genie machine, which is what I'm doing it on, or however you want to do it. Or you can just nap it the way you normally do and just kind of grind it, or you know, pick these off and then make another pass and do it that way too. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I decided to cut stuff today because I sold all my Isn't that a pretty piece of stone? I sold all my indirect sticks. I sold out. I have more stuff here today. It just showed up actually. So I got to make some more. So I have some. So I sold out and had to sell mine too. I did have a couple more of the big ones, but the biggest ones. So anyways, I ground that to a point in the center, all the way around. It only took a couple of minutes. Some stones, harder stones, take a little bit longer, but this here is not that hard, so it just don't take that long. I'm gonna try this flaker here. I don't want it too sharp. I want it sharp, but not too sharp on this little project. Could have zoomed out for a second, I guess. When I'm making that initial pass, I like to use a pad that's got a big gap in it. You have to be careful doing that because it's easy to snap them, but I like to have some follow through on my flaker so I can get them flakes all the way across the piece for sure. So I like doing that. Yeah, you guys can see there, right? Probably not good enough. I should probably just be doing this with the issue stick, but I'm just pressing in and down, just throwing them flakes into about here somewhere. Some of them go a little bit further, but when you're doing the grinding, you're giving yourself a little bit of convexity. Not all the way to the center, but because all you're grinding when you grind that is, if you can see this right here, you probably see it best here, you're just grinding that edge there. You're leaving all this center. So your first pass is just to clear the face. Second pass, after the grind, is to clear the edge, kind of blend into the center a little bit. And this is not flake over grind. This isn't parallel flaking or any of the rest of that stuff. This is bigger, bolder flaking that you would normally get from like percussion or something like that. I don't even know if you can see them flakes on there, but not quite as big as percussion, but it's kind of a mix in between. But it's still random kind of flaking for the most part, and I like that look, and that's why I do it. Other people seem to like it too. So beautiful, man. Just absolutely gorgeous. But you all know me. I like I like all arrowheads and all stone for the most part. There's a couple of them that I have a hate-hate relationship with. Not that they're bad stones. It's just that we don't get along. Tallahassee quartzite, that's one that I fight with. I love it. First time I got a box of that, I napped a point and it went absolutely beautiful. And I have fought with it every time since. I can sometimes get a point out of it, and honestly, a lot of times I just can't. I just don't know what the deal is. I try. I don't think I can see the. It's hard to see the seams or the ridges and stuff on that stuff, and it's got this shimmer to it. My eyes are kind of goofy, and I don't think I can really see the ridges very well with that. Just the way the stone is. Just me and that stone just don't get along. But there are some guys out there just making some absolutely just fantastic points out of it, and I watch them on YouTube, and stuff like that, and I'm just absolutely amazed by what they do with that stuff that I just can't hardly do anything with. I ain't gave up on it. In fact, I'm going to order another box here when I get going back in the leather shop full time and stuff. So right now I'm still recovering from back surgery and other things life's thrown at me. So I'm on conservative mode for buying rock. I am going to run over and pick up. Well, I threw that off a bit, didn't I? I got to fix that. I am going to run over and pick up a few 100 pounds of Novaculite here next week or the week after. And I've really been enjoying knapping percussion slabs. And I believe I'm going to cut a bunch of percussion slabs that Novaculite, and that's mostly for myself, but I might sell a little bit of it. We'll see. I might cut some 3/8 thick slabs, and I'm going to cut my percussion slabs probably 1/2 inch thick. I have been knapping stuff that's 3/8 of an inch thick, but just picking off deltas here, trying to. Picking off deltas, cleaning up edges. Lightly brushing it in there. Thin that out just a little bit. My sister and brother-in-law is coming back in town. They want to go rock hounding, so I got some spots we can go check out. thin that edge just a little bit. Now I'm chasing the symmetry around. Something you really shouldn't have to do with a preform, but like I said, it's been a while since I've napped one. Okay, how do we want to notch this? That would be the question. I gotta extend my nail out. Give me just a second here. About that, I forgot to hit the thing out. I got my nails out there and I took one push off the other side and bit the nail. And I stalled it out a little bit, so I'll have to try to remedy that. I just started notching with copper again, and trying to get that notch to turn up in there a little bit. But we got to get this one to, that notch is a lot higher than this one as well. All right, I think we've unstalled it. Or maybe not. Thought I did. Well, if I could get a hold of it somewhere. It looks like it ought to be unstalled. It really does. Oh, I busted that doggone barb off. Of course I did. I broke it off, but she's unstalled. at least at the moment. I'd still like to get those to turn up in there just a little bit, if possible. But I just don't know if I can or not. Looks like that one will. They're actually fairly even. Fairly even, so I think I'm probably going to end up leaving it there. All right, let's do something with the edge here. There's a hornet. I don't want him to come visit me. Southern ground hornet, I believe. Those things are mean and they bite. Good grief, they bite. My son parked on top of a nest with them one time on a lawnmower. I told him that'll teach you to goof around. You should just kept on mowing. If you would have just drove over them and kept going, you would have been all right. But nope, you're lollygagging around and they got you. Yeah, he wasn't very happy with me. It's all right. Life lessons. All right. That tip looks like it needs to come over just a little bit. Maybe just a hair. That's better. So I'm going to pick these off. I don't think I can get them with this. But I'm going to pick those off. I'll actually, 26 minutes, I'm going to show you another little thing. I've done it before, but you can either, these little bitty tiny fingernail hinges like that, you can either just rub a little oil on this, doesn't make any difference what kind of oil, and let it soak in underneath those, then wipe it all off, and it'll camouflage those. Or you can wax the point either way, and either way works great. I've showed the waxing before. I'm not going to show the oiling because there's nothing to it. You literally just wipe on oil and wipe it off. If you've been napping any longer than a month, you already know that trick. But let me need to turn that. Tip's okay, but let me turn it just a little bit here. Just a tad bit. There we go. Now it's straight. All right, let me go get my stuff. Okay, so I forgot to turn the camera on. So I've already waxed it, but I'm going to wax it again so you can see it. So we got beeswax. Of course, this point's hot now. Beeswax, your point, paper towel, and a flame. You don't want to do this in the house because if you do this in the house, you're going to drip wax everywhere, and your wife's going to have your hide. So you really should do this outside somewhere. And you just get the wax on there and heat it up and wipe all the wax off that you can get off. And all that's doing is, just like with the oil, the wax is going underneath those little fingernail hinges and more or less erasing them. So there's our point right there. The point's hot right now. I mean, you can hold the edges, you can hold it like that, but you can't hold it like that firm for very long. But as that dries, it'll look better. But there's our point. Pretty little point. And that's how I do these slab points. And the grinding part only took a few minutes. This video is almost 30 minutes long, but I mean, you can do this in less time than that for sure. But anyhow, there's our point. I don't know if you can see the flaking on it or not, but it's hard to see it with that material. But it has big, bold, like percussion type flaking on it, so you get that look. And I really do like that look. I love this across the bottom here. But there she is. Y'all have a great day. These are going to be available on the website in packs of so many inches for so much. Don't know how much that's going to be. I'll know in the next couple days. But y'all have a great day, night, evening, whatever it is where you're at, and keep napping. See you on the next one.